I mean, how could it be you if you ain't even home? You never here.
So,
I don't even see you. I gotta call you, pencil that in, and have time with you.
So you say you pregnant? It's not mine, and you living here?
I think men care about a woman's body count.
Do you? People actually care about that shit?
Men in general.
If a man is fucking asking my body count, he can get fucked. Who gives a fuck? Oh my god, that's so stupid. People actually ask that shit?
Yes.
Okay, well then you're talking to the wrong man. If a man is ever asking you about your body count, you're talking to the wrong man, and he can get fucked. Like, that's so fucking stupid. Get fucked.
So, can I ask you this then?
Yeah, sure.
So, what do you think about the analogy, if one key can open many locks, it's known as a master key, as opposed to if you have a lock that can be opened by any key, it's a shitty lock?
I think that if a woman is an analogy to you, then you're not fucking ready to be talking to a woman, and you should probably get fucked. So, if a woman is the key to you, talk to your mom, talk to your sister, talk to your cousin. I don't know, get a real fucking life.
Man, did you catch that chick going off? She was probably high as underscore, but hey, I'll give her this, she looked real confident telling men to get underscore. It's like the more triggered she gets, the higher her body count likely is. And guess what? She doesn't regret a single one. For now.
Bro, you're onto something. If she's cursing up a storm like that, I bet she's got her fair share of sex zones, you know, the type not dating material, not wife material, but maybe she's got a few bedroom skills. You think she even realizes it?
Probably not. She's too busy getting mad over guys asking about body count. But let's be real, if a guy like Chad or Tyrone is asking, he doesn't even care about that. All he's thinking about is the fastest way to get in her pants. It's the guys thinking about long-term who actually care.
But nah, Samuel, according to her, any man who cares about that is the devil incarnate, right? Like, how dare a guy have preferences, especially if he wants a girl with a low body count? Oh no, we're evil now.
And let's not forget, man, she was real offended by that key and lock analogy. You know the one. A good key can open many locks, but a lock that opens for any key, trash. She got mad because, well, she's probably the lock nobody's keeping around.
Bingo. She's that cheap-ass lock that's been picked so many times, it doesn't even close properly anymore. No wonder she's salty.
If I'm looking for a wife, I don't want her to have been with like more than 5 to 7 guys personally.
So are you gonna hope that the person that you're going to be with at some point hasn't slept with more than 7 people than you?
He wants a virgin.
Yeah.
Ideally.
Yeah.
Honestly, like if that's genuinely something that you're looking forward to, like, more power to you. But I think maybe you should search in your heart for a little bit more empathy.
I don't think it's about empathy.
I feel
That why
I don't
can't
think
that
it's about
just
empathy.
but why can't that just be his preference?
Yeah.
it can be. Maybe my personal views are going into that, but that's just me, I guess.
So a woman can demand a 6-figure salary, 6-pack abs, and a 6-foot guy. But the moment a man wants a woman with a low body count, or, God forbid, a virgin, he's told to find some empathy? Give me a break.
Oh yeah, Samuel, we should all feel super empathetic for her, right? Meanwhile, if a guy's fat, broke, or inadequate, that same woman will feel zero sympathy for him. She'll swipe left without a second thought.
Exactly. But here's the kicker, her long list of preferences is totally fine. That's empowerment, but a man having standards? Oh no, that's called discrimination now. Like, how does that make any sense?
Doesn't it though? Men's preferences are offensive, but hers are just her being selective. It's a one-sided game, man, and guess who's always losing? The guys with actual standards.
Yeah, and it's funny how these women preach equality, but only when it benefits them. When a man sets a simple standard like I want a girl who values herself, suddenly he's the villain in the story.
So if I'd slept with 100 men, how do you feel about that?
I feel like you need to get some professional help, Bev.
Why do I have to be Virgin Mary?
How can you be my wife, my queen, my soulmate? These times man can see your pussy for $4.99 a month, Bev.
Yeah, but then
Netflix is £10, Bev.
Yeah, but then
Netflix is £10. That means my girl's pussy is worth less than Netflix, Bev. That's mad.
Oh man, the way he said, I think you need some professional help-y. Hilarious, but it's the truth. These modern women think they can do everything men do, but better. They sleep around, thinking there'll be no fallout, and then act surprised when the consequences hit them like a brick wall. No pair bonding, a body count that's out of control, and suddenly no man wants to commit. Shocking, right?
Yeah, they're over here acting like pair bonding is a myth or something. Does she need to be a virgin? Ideally, yes, but the real question is why is it that the moment a man has preferences, he gets called every name in the book? A woman can say she wants a guy with a certain size and everyone cheers her on.
Exactly. Women mock men for things they can't control: height, money, you name it, but men can't say a word about what women can control. Like who they sleep with. It's hypocritical. And don't even get me started on why she's so enraged. Is it because her notch count is over 100? I mean, just saying.
Seriously. And let's be real, if a man can see her private parts for $4.99 a month on OnlyFans or whatever, that's objectively true. Like Castillo said, a woman can only be objectified if she objectifies herself first.
Women are afraid of commitment because they feel like they're going to lose their life, which is a false fear. Men are afraid of commitment because they fear they're going to lose their livelihood, which is a real fear.
Think about this, man. You work hard, bust your ass all through your 20s, and now you're finally starting to attract women. And now you're being told to settle down real quick with some chick that's 30 plus also, while she had her fun in her 20s, just screwing away all her value on yachts, private parties, and islands. No, of course that guy doesn't want to settle down and get married. Then there's the real fear of I could lose most of what I've worked for a better part of a decade. Some men their whole lives.
You know, it's hilarious how society shoves this men and women are equal nonsense down our throats. Like equal in what, getting the most bodies in their 20s.
Right, Samuel? It's like they think they can just rack up a body count like it's a scoreboard. Meanwhile, guys are out here grinding, building their empire, trying to be more than just a Tinder profile.
Exactly. While the average guy is sweating it out at the gym and hustling for that paycheck, women are collecting experiences, but hey, it's all about equality, right?
Sure, let's call it equality when the reality is women are dating up while men are just trying to get in the game. And by the time a guy actually levels up money, status, confidence, they're expected to swoop in and save these seasoned women.
You mean marrying a woman who's had a dozen rotations before she hits 30? Please. These guys finally get to a point where they can choose, and suddenly it's like, nah, I think I'll stick with the 20-year-olds, thanks.
And then they act shocked when men don't want to settle down with them. I mean, come on. You think a guy's going to commit to a woman who's played the field like it's the Super Bowl?
It's like they're asking for a gold medal after running a marathon, but they skipped training.
Right? And let's not forget, the moment they realize men over 30 are only interested in younger women, it's like a light bulb goes off. Oh wait, why aren't these men wanting us?
Because, darling, you've already been through the player phase while they were busy becoming the players.
I'm actually quite shocked at how dysfunctional this panel is and how nobody can maintain long-term relationships. Let me explain, right? So I'm actually pregnant with a girl right now. So I'm having a daughter, and being here is like terrifying because I have to see like the world that my daughter is going to come up in. And I don't want like what you guys are experiencing. I would never want or wish for my daughter. I don't want my daughter to be used by like some guy in high school or like some guy in college, because that's what's going on, because we're talking about dating and situationships. We're giving our bodies to these men, and I don't want her to be used by some guy who could care less. You know, I want her to be able to exercise discernment and have better options.
Chad does whatever he wants. And these modern women, they either think they can change him or just let him hit it for free. I mean, what a sad reality we live in.
Exactly. It's like they're all signing up for the bad boy experience, hoping to change the guy in the process. Spoiler alert, it never works.
And then they act surprised when their daughter ends up with the same type of guy. I just don't want my little girl used like I was, well, sweetie, look in the mirror.
And don't even get me started on female liberation. They think that's the golden ticket to happiness. But let's face it, some dudes are just out there looking for a good time, not a lifetime commitment.
Right, Mark? The men they're letting into their lives on the first date. Most of them are just checking off screwing around from their to-do list. Not exactly husband material.
And honestly, these women aren't looking for husbands either. It's all about enjoying the moment and adding another notch to that body count. Current body count +1, and it's on to the next adventure.
It's like a dysfunctional reality show. Instead of cutting ties with their exes, they keep them on speed dial just in case the next guy turns out to be a flop.
Oh, absolutely. It's not just exes, it's like there's a whole waiting list. Sorry, next guy up, you're number 3 in line, how romantic.
And then they wonder why men don't take them seriously anymore. Newsflash, ladies, when your dating life looks like a revolving door, it's hard to see you as anything but a stop on the way.
The more bodies you get as a girl, the more your value goes down.
What? And what about women?
Catch your buddies, man. I get more value. The more girls I fuck, my value goes up. The more guys you fuck, your value goes down.
But no.
It's like, nah, bro. Nah.
It's crazy.
What the fuck? Because you fuck a lot of girls, your value goes down?
Goes up.
It goes up?
If you fuck a lot of guys, your value goes down. Oh, it doesn't matter?
No, it doesn't.
Okay, what's your body count then?
I'm not gonna say it.
Exactly.
I mean, I could, because it's not that high.
Look, if you didn't care and it didn't matter, you would say your body count. But it does matter, which is why you don't want to say it.
No,
That's the
it's
point.
just because it's private. I don't want to say it on the internet because like people are dumb and they're gonna be like, I don't know. It's just.
But that means it matters.
It's my life.
But that
it
means
doesn't
it matters.
matter. It's
But
people are just dumb.
That's my point.
I
That
can
means
say
it matters.
You know Mark, if she really didn't care, she'd just say it out loud. But the truth is, despite all the narratives and ideologies floating around, a promiscuous woman still gets the side eye. That's why she stays silent, period.
Exactly. It's like they're hoping if they ignore it long enough, it'll just disappear. But newsflash, men who want happy relationships prefer women with low body counts, or better yet, virgins.
Oh, for sure. It's like my buddy always says, men and women are not the same. Men and women are on completely different pages when it comes to what they want in a partner.
Right? Most guys aren't lining up to marry a woman who's been around the block a few times. That's just a recipe for disaster.
Exactly. A woman with a high body count brings nothing but baggage to the table. It's like getting a huge L stamped on your forehead as a man.
And let's not forget the poor seduction skills some guys have. They hardly get laid, so they go out there, get their hearts broken a few times, and finally learn how to please a woman.
And surprise, surprise. Once that guy gets his bedroom game on point, suddenly he's keeping women around. It's like magic.
I'm sorry. I can't do this. I can't do it. I'm sorry. I'm a man of God. I can't do this. I love those people. I pray for them. I would never do anything to hurt them or condemn them. But men are not supposed to dress like women. I'm not going to go along with that. It's time to stand up and be a man of God. A man of God. Bring it on.
Now imagine going to the gym one day and you thought you had a very good session. You come back home. Later in the evening, you are scrolling through the internet and you find yourself on TikTok being branded as a creep simply because one entitled lady recorded you and put you on TikTok.
He doesn't stop, stare, talk to you. He just goes about his workout. Also, maybe he's just people watching, lost in thought, looking at you wondering, what is she doing? This is pretty normal. Gyms are shared spaces. People are going to look at you. I look at people all the time. Everybody does. And by the way, you would have never even known that this man was looking at you if you weren't filming. But you're comfortable filming a video for the entire internet to see. But what makes you upset, what makes you uncomfortable is somebody in person that looks at you for a brief second to the point where you feel you can post that video online. Shame that man. Label him a gym creep just so you can get some likes and attention. Really? You need to do better. Mind your own business.
What makes a high value woman?
Oh God.
What's that?
Concepts foreign to you. Modesty, being demure.
Modesty. What does modesty?
Yeah, modesty in character, modesty in appearance, modesty in her demeanor.
You just don't like it when a woman is outspoken. You're intimidated by that.
You just met me like 10 minutes ago.
Okay,
You know, Mark, what's funny? The modesty and values concepts of a modern woman are lost on them. No wonder men are heading overseas to find better women.
Right, Samuel? They think they've got it all figured out, but spoiler alert, men might be drawn in by looks, but just having a hot body isn't going to keep a man around long term.
Exactly. It's like these women are playing a game where they think beauty is the only thing that matters. But when it comes to real relationships, they're missing the big picture.
And let's be real, while some men appreciate the eye candy, they're also looking for substance. A pretty face can't cook or handle life's messes when the going gets tough.
Hey you, American woman who degrading Filipino woman who cannot speak English and being poor. So what? At least we have morals. What about you? You are the reason why American men, they go out overseas and looking for a wife. Because you are the reason. Here's why. Here's the reason why. Because American women are very feminist. They're feeling entitled. They don't respect their husband. They're argumentative. And what else? They don't clean the house. They don't make themselves look beautiful. They don't have a job. Oh, by the way, most Americans said that American women are very juvenile. And also they said, once you have the kids, once you have a kid, you flip your cookie. As for us, Filipino women, the man that you don't want, we want. Because you know why? We're gonna give this man a lot of love, respect. We're gonna treat him like a king. We also, we work because we contribute in the household. That's what we do. And we take care of ourselves, first of all. We take care of our family, the elderly, everybody we take care of. So for you to say and degrade us, it's a no-no. We're gonna start clapping because good for you that all the men are not marrying you because they need to be happy. So for all the passport pros, go to the Philippines and find yourself a wife. You're not gonna be sorry. You're gonna be happier. So for all the passport pro out there,
Not only does a man have to work hard to provide for his family, but he also has to deal with a mountain of entitlement and petty arguments at home.
Seriously. It's like a never-ending episode of Who's Right, Thank You, but no thank you.
If a guy had to choose between a supermodel who's all looks and zero substance and an average girl who's actually wife material,
oh, he'd pick the average girl every time. Even if she speaks little English, at least she knows how to be supportive.
Exactly. That supermodel might turn heads on the street, but when it comes to keeping a home together, all that glitters isn't gold.
Colombia,
Yes.
The Philippines, Thailand, like women that can speak very little English.
Wow, what the fuck? Well, for your information, Philippines is one of the fucking largest speaking English nations. And English is one of our language.
Well, if they're not the right man for you, then let them go. It's just make you look like you're jealous, you're insecure. Look at you. If you feel like you're beautiful, you're independent, why mentioning involving these countries? Even though they speak a little English, damn, even me, I'm not perfect. My English is not perfect because it's not my first language. And in the Philippines, we have a lot of dialects that I can't even speak all of our dialects in the Philippines, and I can't even pronounce them perfectly. So how much more the English, huh? So if you don't want these men to leave your country, then be a better woman than they want to. And if they want to find that woman that they want in every country that you guys mentioned, then let them go. Let them go. Let them find their happiness and be happy for them. If they fail, then that's the risk. If it didn't work for them, and that's none of your business. Right? So it's like, why are you guys pretending I want to be an independent woman, that, I don't need a man? Now you're talking about like this. Is there a shortage of men right now? Really?
Welcome to the clown world modern women have built for themselves. They're all strong, independent, and need no men.
Right? But what happens when the men they bash just ignore them? It's pure desperation at this point.
Exactly. It's like they think they can just throw men to the side, and when it backfires, they're shocked.
You know what they say, if something is good enough and marketed properly, it'll be a hit no matter what. So if modern women can't snag the men of their dreams while more modest women are out there winning hearts, maybe it's time for a little rebranding.
Is it cheating? All right, in this situation, yes, because you could tell it's not consensual in the relationship. Yeah. But say, okay, shout out.
Fresh and Fit podcast.
Man, you give me the best stories. Say that you working with somebody, right? And the way they make money is through selling. And they do a lot of flirting to get this sale. So it's like, it's part of like what they do and how they do it, but they're not really cheating. They just trying to get this cash. And then just it's a spin.
So what does she mean by selling? When women are not clear about what they want, it's like they're hiding something from their current dudes while out there exploring the market.
Right? It's like a clearance sale, everything must go, but what's the actual price tag on honesty?
Exactly. Modern women just can't stand the thought of being single. The idea of solitude? Unbearable.
First, they're all I need some space, or let's take a break, and then what happens? They dump the guy after riding some other dudes. Well, you know.
Oh, totally, Mark. It's like they think they can play the field while keeping the other guy on the hook. What a strategy.
So let's just hear this conversation between this couple who live together. And what is going on?
Why am I hearing you pregnant?
Who you heard that from?
It don't matter. Are you pregnant?
I might be.
By who?
I mean, how could it be you if you ain't even home? You never here.
So
I don't even see you. I gotta call you, pencil that in, and have time with you.
So you saying you pregnant? It's not mine, and you living here? Why pay all the bills at?
That's the least you could do.
Are you like mine?
That's the least you could do.
What you mean?
You've been neglecting me for a long time.
So you looking baby on me? Go ahead and your record.
I don't even hear it from her anyway. Why y'all talking in the first place? That's what I mean. That's the stuff that I've been talking about. That's what I mean. It's simple stuff like that. You can't talk to me, but you can talk to her. How that make sense? You think I'm stupid?
You sitting up here with a secret, baby. You talking about talking. When was you gonna say anything?
It's not a secret. You just didn't know about it.
So what is that called? A secret.
It's called you was out of the loop. You just needed to be out of the loop.
But you were my we got a whole kid together. Is that my kid?
We can find out. We can call more if you want to call more.
Is that my kid?
You can call more if you want to call more.
So you saying it's not my kid?
I'm saying it's a possibility.
That a 6-year-old is not my kid.
Like, ladies, you need to do better. This is not how you want to show up on social media. This is not the real that you need to be putting out in the internets, in the Instagrams, and the TikToks. This is not it.
Yeah.
But it's kind of weird too, because it's like, and we keep saying it, and it's not penetrating. It's like a sad thing. It's almost as if Black women are doing this more and more every time. Like the ladies that went to spring break and purposely got pregnant just to come back and make a whole TikTok and reel to say, we got pregnant, we don't know who the baby daddy is. And it's like,
but we have each other.
We have each other. We're best friends for life. And I'm like, okay, so you're like, it's being glamorized. And it's become, and, you know, it's like a broken record. Unfortunately, this big flubber mama is just one of the very many women that are gonna keep doing this over and over and over and over again, making every other Black woman who's not about this lifestyle, making all of us look like we're idiots.
No matter the excuse, a woman can freely cheat on her man. If he's an absent partner, suddenly it's all fair game.
Oh, absolutely. She can just call up one of her side dudes whenever she's not getting her fill. Hey, ex-boyfriend with the bigger tool, how about a little fun?
And in this case, she's literally under the guy's roof, acting like it's her own damn home.
Welcome to my humble abode, where I entertain my side hustle. No wonder men are becoming intolerant.
What was your name?
Chiliane.
In English?
Chiliane?
Okay, Mrs. Chili, listen to me. I don't give a about you immigrants. Listen, I need to know something.
I am a citizen.
Can I help you with your husband?
You can
this guy who has a Ferrari, this guy who has a Ferrari, Enzo, correct?
Yes.
If you want to make that threesome even better, leave. Like
Why
literally,
would I?
Because threesomes with a girlfriend or wife are just awkward and stupid, and no guy likes it, and everyone's too afraid to say it on a podcast.
Immature women.
Really?
Who are not women.
So there's a model in his fucking room, and you're there. You're the Home Depot lady and IKEA lady in his life, ruining the fucking mood. Just let him fuck the shit out of her. Let him fucking dog her once alone, and then join. How about that? Enzo, I got your back, bro.
Wait, I'm sorry, Chiliana. You think that it makes, like, having threesomes makes a mature woman?
It's not. No, it doesn't make a mature woman. It's the women and the men both have to be mature and you know, have a good connection between that relationship for that to work. Because what he's saying, yes, does happen, but the problem is.
What about when he starts doing this? When he starts going, inside the other girl, he's like busting. Is that traumatic or is that just cute?
Not at all.
Not at all. Give me a break.
Not at all.
We'll see.
Durga, look,
That's a Ferrari.
I will say this.
This guy's fucking crushing me.
I don't think a lot of times when girls say they're bisexual, it's a fucking lie. They just do it to try to impress their guy or.
Bro, I Uber everywhere and I got hotter girls than you, bro. Enzo, you need me.
That's actually my best friend.
I have a picture of Ferraris too.
I guarantee you. I guarantee your husband would. Hey, I guarantee your husband with Lambos and Ferraris. I guarantee you, if we compare Instagrams, I'm wearing. Look at me. I'm wearing Crocs. I guarantee you, I fuck hotter models, way more models. He needs Ferraris to fuck 1 out of 10s compared to what I. Yo, imagine when I have the Ferrari. This guy's gonna kill himself.
Here we go. Here we go. All right, did you have something you want to say about the bisexual? Because I genuinely believe that most girls that say I'm bisexual, it's a lie. They do it to impress their man or to be more attractive. Because guys typically want to fuck more girls.
Okay, can I say one thing?
Yeah, sure, please.
Most women will do that because yes, they want to impress the guy, but realistically, in our nature, if you go back to where God, right, Moses, all these, biblical.
Let's take stuff out. It's Jesus is king. Forget Moses. Jesus is king.
One of them boys.
Okay, you want to? Didn't they have multiple wives?
Yes.
That lived under one man's household.
But the girls didn't necessarily like the other women.
Okay, but they still lived with each other.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that he was actually fornicating with them at the same time. A lot of the times you just go on, or maybe sometimes he had big orgies. But the point is that most girls, I'm talking about, especially modern day society, don't really like girls like that. It's a code. They say
don't?
they do, but it's a lie.
But then why do we have so many lesbian and bi women who want to be with other women?
It's a lie. Like a lot of times girls go through a phase of like, I'm lesbian, and then they date girls for a while and they're like, this fucking sucks. This is annoying.
It's then
they go back to men.
You want to know what's the real reason? It's
go ahead.
Lesbian relationships do not work.
They don't.
Because it's one and all.
Yeah,
one for one.
No, neither bitch will pay for the dinner, so they're starving to death, these cheap fucks. These cheap genders.
Agreed. It's one and one.
Yeah.
There needs to be a male figure in that relationship to control and manage and guide leaders.
Wait, do you kiss women?
So how does this?
No, I do not.
You're way off the topic here. How does that have to do with women not necessarily really being bisexual?
Because in their nature, they can be with other women and they can be bi. They're indirectly bi, but
they can admire other women, but the reality is actually having sex with each other, hooking up with each other. Most women don't like other women, bro. Let's keep it 1,000.
It's true. Most women don't, but they can be, as long as there's a male waiter,
That's
it can
my
kind
point.
of work.
It's not genuine. They're doing it for the man. That's my argument.
Yes.
They'll do it, but they're not doing it out of genuine desire. They're doing it for the man. That's my argument.
Yes, but
so you lost.
No, I'm not.
All right, that's a wrap. We hope you enjoyed this little dose of reality.
And hey, if we struck a chord, don't be shy, smash that like button. Show us some love.
And if you're not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button and join the crew.
Trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. We've got even more eye-opening truths and spicy takes that'll have you questioning everything.
Oh, it's gonna get real. So stay tuned, hit the bell, and be ready for the next one. You won't want to miss it.
Until then, keep your head up, stay sharp, and don't settle for anything less than what you deserve.
See you in the next one.